Instagram stories for Thursday, June 5th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. Today on the show, we have a bunch of updates, including some from the TikTok team, who have launched new controls for the For You page so you can ensure you're seeing the content that you absolutely want to see. TikTok has also launched a new platform called TikTok for Artists to help emerging musicians grow on the platform. We'll also hear from the Instagram @Creators team with a little tip on how to find music that does not have copyright. So if you're a business, you can leverage this music in your creative endeavors and making reels. We'll also hear from the YouTube team sharing some experimental features that they're working on. All of that and more on today's episode, but first, here's a quick word from our sponsors. Welcome back. Let's start with the TikTok news. The team at TikTok is rolling out new control options for the For You feed, so you can have more options on how you customize your stream to ensure that you're actually seeing the content that you care about. The main way that the TikTok team is doing that is through the Manage Topics option, which is now going to be available to all users using topic sliders to tell the app what you're most interested in. You can get there through the settings menu and then tapping on content preferences. Here's the team at TikTok explaining more.
The new TikTok for You feed feature makes finding the best local spots even easier. You now have the option to personalize the For You feed even further with a new Manage Topics feature. All you need to do is go to Settings, choose Content Preferences, hit Manage Topics, scroll down to Travel and toggle the slider all the way up. This small change will make sure your feed is full with loads more tips and tricks ahead of your next holiday.
You won't find that in the guide, but...
Moving on to other TikTok news, they have announced the launch of a new TikTok for Artists platform to help musicians, individuals, and bands manage their in-app presence with enhanced data and insight tools so that they can grow. As explained by the team, quote, TikTok for Artists provides daily updated analytics dashboards which display a wealth of detailed, actionable data about the performance of an artist's music and posts on TikTok, and comprehensive insights into how the community is engaging with the artist and their music on the platform. The tool has been designed with the goal of helping artists and their teams boost fan engagement, optimize their promotional strategies, and inform content creation on TikTok. End quote. If you are an artist and you are focused on TikTok, you absolutely want to sign up for this platform. I will link to more details in the show notes. Let's move on to Instagram. One of the things that I talk about on this show quite frequently is how business users on Instagram and TikTok do not have access to the same music that creators do on the platform due to music licensing challenges. However, the @Creators account made a post talking about Meta's sound collection, which you can use to find royalty-free tracks that you can use on Reels and Stories. In this post, they give some sample clips of songs and give ideas for videos, and this is very inspiring. This clip is not going to do it justice. You're going to have to link to the post to see it directly, but here's the gist.
Use these copyright-free tracks from Meta's sound library for your next reel.
Hey, stop. Look at this.
Go watch the reel. I will link to it in the show notes. I guarantee it will give you at least a little bit of inspiration for your next video. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the YouTube team with some experimental features that they're working on and some strategy as well. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Let's get into some YouTube news, and here is Lauren from the YouTube Creator Insider team with the updates.
What's up, Insiders? I'm Lauren, a program manager working on our product team here at YouTube and the producer of Creator Insider. I have a little cold, so please bear with my voice, but you know the drill, so let's get into it. If you missed Connor on the channel last week, check out what his team has been working on to improve yellow icon accuracy and monetization decisions. We'll leave a link in the description if you missed it. Moving on. Today, viewers of classic and immersive live streams can engage, interact with, and support creators by sending a live chat at no cost or purchasing a super chat, super sticker, or gift. Creators can identify these viewers' actions in the live chat, but there are no ways to easily identify top contributors based on the aggregate of their actions. We're launching an experiment to celebrate the most engaged fans by showing a leaderboard. Viewers earn points for engaging with streams and compete for the top spot. This new feature rewards fan engagement and strengthens community interaction during live streams. Viewers will see a crown icon at the top of the chat update with the points they earn from engaging with the live stream. When they click on the icon, they'll be taken to the leaderboard to see the top 50 engaged viewers. The top 3 viewers on the leaderboard earn a badge, which appears next to their name when they send messages in chat. Viewers in the experiment will be auto-enrolled into the leaderboard and will have the option to opt out in YouTube settings on desktop or mobile. We'll keep you posted if this expands to more users. Moving on, we're introducing a new thumbnail blurring feature for searches that frequently return sexual themes. The goal of this update is to provide safer search experiences for all users by helping them avoid accidentally viewing content that may be sensitive. For impacted search queries, all results will display blurred thumbnails. This will only occur for specific queries, and individual videos will not be isolated. For example, a video's thumbnail may be blurred in one search query that's impacted, but not in another that's not included in this update. This new feature won't impact your channel's discoverability in search results, since the video title, channel name, and description will all remain visible. Users will also have the option to unblur thumbnails if they choose. We'll leave more information below. And that's it for this week. From the creators of YouTube to YouTube creators, we'll see you next week.
Hats off to Lauren for making that video despite not feeling well. That is very impressive. When I don't feel well, my voice sounds horrible. Being on camera or even just audio is pretty tough. So kudos to Lauren for that one. I also came across a YouTube strategy clip. It's a little bit older. It's from when YouTube first launched the ability to have a podcast on your YouTube channel, but it answers the question of whether or not you should have your podcast as a separate channel or not. Here's Renee from the Creator Insider team at YouTube explaining more.
YouTube just announced new features for playlists and analytics that make it easier than ever to post podcasts on our main channels, which means a ton of you just started asking, should you? And it's a great question because the typical advice we give is same audience, same channel, different audience, different channel. And that generally refers to the topic, but format can also be something you need to consider. Maybe the people who love your 12-minute cook-along videos will also love your 120-minute food lore podcasts. But if you're not sure, experiment. Try a month of videos on your main and see how your audience reacts. If they don't engage, consider a second channel and maybe test clips, highlights, or shorts on your main channel instead. But the point is, test all the things. See what works best for you, your specific show and audience, and then get with the podcasting.
I played that clip because I like his point about if it's a different audience, then make a separate channel. I think that is a really good way to think about it. Even if you have multiple Instagram or TikTok accounts, if they are segmented for different audiences, maybe it does make sense to have separate accounts in that case. That is going to do it for today's episode. Thank you for listening, and be sure to come back next time for more social media news, strategy, and other things that you need to know.
Let me tell you a couple things that you should know about me. A product manager but do not have a bachelor's degree, but actually that's factually a fraction of me. Another fraction's posting content irregular and irrationally. Still probably won't get a job at the Gram. They forgot, they don't know, or don't care who I am. That's why you never see me at the parties and events. My lack of followers must make me irrelevant. Don't have a course, a book to sell to make a bag of grand. Not a social media marketer, don't represent any brands. Plain to see, don't have an agency, but I got a lot of spam. Just putting in my work without the glitz and glam. Won't catch me eating fish unless it's shrimp or clam. No six pack, no risk that there's a gym card in my hand. Don't have a full-time job, but I got a lot of plans. Stay plotting, dropping knowledge on TikTok and Instagram.